What? Man, where that stat came from?
Y'all see me? They about to get me started already. All right, look.
All right, man. Here we go, man. It's Caneville. I'm D. This X. Listen. First of all, I'm clear that. Get a couple things out there. We got War Ready Football. We got War Ready Football coming 6U, 14U. That's July 31st, August 1st, Mylanda Stadium, War Ready Football. And then we got August 15th, we going up to Fort Pierce. That's tackle football, man. 6U, 14U. So y'all know any teams y'all want to get down, man, send me a DM or contact 786-444-3234. That's War Ready Football. Listen, one thing I want to get out the way. First of all, I ain't had a Cane hat in a long time, big dog. I done went and got me a Canes hat. People are like, man, Street ain't really a Cane fan. He don't even wear Hurricane hats.
They always ask me, they be like, man, Street like the Hurricanes. I'm like, I'll be having to explain to him, like, man, you know, we media first before fan. You know, we fans, but we can't really show our emotions.
Right. I mean, so, okay, listen, I grew up in Miami. From Miami, straight Hurricane fan. I cried when Testaverde threw 30 interceptions versus Penn State. Been a Hurricane fan all my life, you know what I'm saying? Was part of Cane Sport for a while, then we turned into RCT, we had our own website, and that's kind of when I started Footballville. But I've seen the Canes. I've seen the great Cane teams. I've seen when they fell off with Bush Davis, and then when Bush Davis got it back. I've seen a lot of levels of the Hurricanes, right? Now this batch of kids now that's going into the Hurricanes, a lot of them I raised through Footballville. So it's kind of like I actually want to see them personally. Now some of them I want to see succeed. Now you got a level where you got Allen Hayes, James Williams. I covered Mark Pope. I covered Wiggins. Man, I got videos of these kids when they're kids at 7-on-7s and things of that nature. But when I became the media, right? So when I became the media and I couldn't be that side of me that became the media, the business side, and I couldn't be subjective anymore. I wasn't able to look at everything through my Cane shades. Like, see, X still, I gotta remind X all the time. Hey, listen, bro. Like, listen, like you ain't a fan no more. You know what I'm saying? You could be a fan, but you gotta kind of see things. You know what I'm saying? Even kill. But when I became the media, I started seeing things different because I had to cover the Florida States and cover the Floridas. And then I started seeing Miami for like, whoa, man, we haven't been good in a while. We've been kind of like mediocre for a long time. But still, every now and then, I myself drink the Kool-Aid. Last year, Clemson, game 4, game 3?
It was game 4 or 5, something like that. Game 4 or 5.
Game 4 or game 4?
Like that, yeah.
I think game 4, we undefeated, right? We walking into Clemson. De'Aaron King, we got Lastly. I was saying we had a chance to beat Clemson. You know what I'm saying? I had the whole picture of Kool-Aid. I thought we had a chance to beat Clemson, right? You know what I'm saying? And as soon as that game started, it was evident to me. It was evident to me that we wasn't on their level.
They was just hold on.
Yeah, they were better than us, and we was gonna have to hold on. In Vogue, hold on to you. We were gonna have to hold on to get out of there without, you know what I'm saying? So after I saw that, I said to myself, hey, until Miami show up in a big game, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm just gonna tell you how I honestly feel. Do I want them kids to succeed? Yeah, I know them. Nobody wants to succeed more than me. I personally know them. I personally know Keontre Smith. I personally know Severa. I know these kids. I want them to succeed as people. You know what I'm saying? Not even just football. As people, I want to see them succeed. I like Greg Russo. I covered him when he was 190 pounds, 6'6". Like, you know what I'm saying?
190 when he was like 160.
Yeah, you saw that video on
playing wide receiver.
Of course, I would have never fathomed that he was going to be a 200 and some pound defensive end. Of course, I want them to succeed. Of course, I want them to succeed. Of course, I want to see Miami win national championships. But am I gonna be truth? I'm gonna tell the truth because I would like to light a fire up under them too. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't have them showing up and doing the Oklahoma States or showing up and doing the FIUs. Like we can't have that. It seems like our memory we got short memories or something. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to say that, man. Listen, huge Hurricane fan. I want to see Hurricanes win the national championship. But when I get up here and I say Alabama is going to beat the Hurricanes, right? That's truthfully what I've seen. Looking at the tape, what I've seen in big games. You go back and look at games. What I've seen that we just haven't stood up in a big game yet. I get Kelvin Harris come on, 3-time national champion. He come on the show the other day. He says Miami is 17 points better than Alabama. I got X over here making bets that Miami gonna beat Alabama without, you know what I'm saying? But Kelvin Harris comes on the show and say Miami 17 points better. And go check the show out if y'all haven't seen the show. He broke it down completely why he feel. Say Alabama don't got no fast twitch people on offense. Their defense ain't got no fast twitch people. They gonna have to blitz. We gonna be able to block them. And the day after that, the line comes out and Vegas says the exact opposite.
Exact opposite. Yeah.
So I ain't seen nobody. Did anybody get mad at Vegas? And it's like, no. Vegas started at 17 and said that they feel that Alabama, and that's one thing that don't lie. Them numbers, they don't lie when it comes to them Vegas numbers. Vegas makes them numbers, and then the people move the line. So wherever the money come in at, it will start moving the line. So I say that just to say that, man, listen, nobody wants Miami to win the national championship more than me. And maybe I don't say it enough. I'm gonna start saying it more now. But at the same time, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be innocent. I mean, I'm gonna be real and I'm gonna be upfront at how I feel and how I see it. So listen, with that being said, Vegas say we down 17x. How big is this game for Manny, big dog?
It's big for Manny. Manny, this is gonna be his third year as a head coach. He hasn't had a big game. He hasn't won a big game yet.
Right.
He he's bad every time we play a big game. Man. It's obvious. Like he just said, we haven't been good in big games. Our last big game was in 17 against Notre Dame.
Okay. What is the biggest game Manny won? Like, what is the biggest game Manny went into and it was like, was that Manny at Florida State that year? That wasn't even Manny, huh?
When?
At Florida State, when with the last pass took it back in the end zone.
He was defensive coordinator. He was defensive coordinator.
What big game has Manny won? Give me any like what's a game that Manny has won and it was like what is his biggest game he's won? Like what's the we started off 4-0 the other day, didn't we?
Yeah. We
finna pick one.
Man.
We're gonna pick one. We're gonna figure out what's the biggest win Manny has had.
You could say like I remember 2 years ago Virginia was ranked like 20 something, like 20 or something like that.
And we beat them.
We beat them.
But we haven't beat anybody outside the ACC
night
that we wasn't supposed to beat or Notre Dame or.
I mean, we only played Notre Dame. That was Rick. Like the last 2 years, we lost to Florida.
We was in Florida. That was a fight. We was in Florida game. That would have been the biggest.
Yeah, that would have been probably been his biggest game. Other than that, no, we haven't. He hasn't.
Nobody. No, come on now. We gotta hold up. We're gonna pull up the schedule, dog. Wait a minute. No. It can't just be ACC teams. I ain't buying that.
He hasn't won a big game. Man. He lost the bowl game 2 years in a row.
Lost the bowl game. Who he lost to last year?
LA Tech and Oklahoma State.
LA Tech, boy, that just stabbed me in my side when you said it.
Yeah, he hasn't been big in, but this people, a lot of people saying, well, long as you don't compete, and I take it as, man, you have to win. You have to win a big game to create your own history. You know what I'm saying? People say, you you go to you can't just ride off the former great players.
Right.
Well, Manny Diaz, you can't ride off the former great coaches. You can't ride off of Bush Davis. You can't ride off of Larry Cooper. You can't ride off of Jimmy Johnson, Dennis Erickson. It's your turn, man.
Yeah. Louisville was number 18 last year when we beat them.
I mean, but Louisville, we supposed to be Louisville.
Right. Louisville was number 18.
We supposed to be Louisville. You had 2 big games last year, and you got blew out both of them, Clemson and North Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
Louisville was number 18. So as of now, I think that North Carolina was like 17. But boy, did they put a foot in eye
in it, and they kept it moving. Like they were trying to go all the way up to the membrane. But yeah, you know, it's your turn, Manny Diaz, to win the big game. You know, the players, they trying to buy into the system. They buying into the system. You know, you bringing in good recruiting classes and stuff like that. You back coaching the defense. It's all on you now. You know what I'm saying? You got an offense who could make plays, who could put up 30 points a game. It's all on you. If you don't win, I mean, like I say, I'm not going to base your career or the season off of this game, but you have to win. Like it's not, you can't lose. You know, you lose and it's like, well, yeah, you win. Y'all can't win no big game. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it.
You saying he have to win?
He have to win.
It's a huge feat, dog.
He gotta win. You cannot keep going into the game and say, well, yeah, we just played good against Alabama. Who does that? Like
Louisiana Tech beat us 14-0.
We didn't score.
I just rolled across that and it just jumped off at the screen.
We didn't even score.
Louisiana Tech probably got us on their wall somewhere in their gym as like forever up in a plaque. Man, the year we beat Miami.
FIU beat us. That was the last game they won. They ain't win a game last year.
Man, what? Are you serious?
This is why I'm telling you, Manny, you gotta win. People like, well, if he go 10-2, no, you lost to FIU. You lost to Louisiana Tech. You gotta win a big game, and this is it right here. First game.
FIU haven't won a game since they beat us.
They ain't won a game since they beat us.
What? Man, where that stat came from?
Y'all see me? They about to get me started already. All right, look, man, FIU ain't won the big game. FIU ain't won a game since they beat us.
Okay, so I tell you this. Miami, the chance that Miami does have is the fact that we roll in there. Obviously, Saban think they need a little upgrade at wide receiver. The quarterback is going to be his first time, right? His first time on the field, even though I think he's Jesus with shoulder pads on. It's going to be his first time playing in the game, so they may handcuff him. He black, they may Jalen hurt him. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Maybe Jalen hurt him at first.
I mean, him being black, but like you say, that man is it's like Jesus on the football field, black or not.
Right. So then you couple that with Miami putting themselves in the best position. Miami, the NCAA sending seniors back to college put Miami in the best position to win because if you don't have the talent to beat them, well, the same thing Wake Forest used to do in the past. Well, we just beat you with fifth-year seniors.
Yeah.
So Miami being the third most experienced team,
90%,
coming back,
yeah,
dog. But they're just gonna have to go out there and make plays early. They're gonna have to go out there and make plays early, and they gotta get up. You gotta put Alabama in a position that these young players haven't been in as wearing Alabama uniform. I was talking to Heidelberg the other day, and Heidelberg said, "This is what I hear coaches saying a lot. We coaching against the players." Like, you're not coaching against the coaches per se. You're coaching against the players. I'm going to do something on the field that the player, he has to react to. Yeah, the coach told him to do this X, Y, Z, right? But he has to react to this on the field. So you're coaching against their on-field inexperience. And we got Cam, and we got Wiggins, and we got King, and King been in college football for 7 years.
But at this point in college, I don't know if you can say you're coaching against the players now. Now you're coaching against the coaches. You're coaching against schemes. You're not really coaching against players. Once you get in college, NFL, pretty much the players are kind of equal out.
But the players
now you still got some players that are better.
Players still got to make plays.
They got to make plays. So
They
now
on the
you're
field.
coaching against a scheme.
Huh?
You're coaching against schemes. Years ago, years ago when it used to just be like, man, okay, we're gonna line up in our formation. You know what I'm saying? Our O line is bigger than theirs, and we're just gonna overrun everybody. That's a basic scheme. You know what I'm saying? Now you got spread formation. Teams who didn't have the talent say, man, we're gonna spread these people out, and we're gonna try to make little quick plays here and there. Run 80 plays, get the defense tired. You're coaching against a scheme. Diaz, he's been good. Diaz is good when he could make the quarterback uncomfortable. When he does that, we tend to win. That's his best chance.
Do we have somebody to make the quarterback uncomfortable?
I mean, I don't know if it's with the D line or is it he got to send certain blitzes.
Chad Thomas ain't walking through that door.
I think years ago we playing Florida State right here. We're down 27-7 or something like that. Diaz calls a blitz, and Red Wine from safety comes down, hits the quarterback. Quarterback fumbled the ball, changed the whole game right there. You gonna come back, we win the game.
Red Wine ain't walking through that.
I mean, you got Bubba.
You got some talent.
Got Bubba out there. You got some talent. We got talent, but like I say, man, it's Diaz. Diaz is his game.
Talk to Bubba Mama. Bubba Mama might come on the show for you.
It's Bubba.
She might come on the show.
It's Diaz. It's all on Diaz, man. He gotta win the game, man. You know you can't ride your daddy platform. Your daddy's mayor. Can't ride your. Oh yeah, I remember the good old UM days. It's done. What about you right now? You know what I'm saying? You can't be riding that old stuff. It's you.
You going kind of hard on Diaz this morning, dog.
I mean, cause everybody's saying. Yesterday, somebody posted a question talking about if you go 10-2, are you happy with the season? I was like, hell no. They're like, man, everybody be happy. I say, man, see y'all just keep saying we just gonna lose every big game. If we only got 2 big games in the season and he lose every game, the 2 big games, it's a failure. You cannot keep losing the big games.
I'm looking at 2019 schedule. That was that schedule that everybody said we were supposed to be undefeated because there was nobody on the schedule. I remember now.
Florida the only game. We supposed to be Florida.
Right, 1 defeated or 1. We were supposed to have 1 loss. Right, that first game, and we thought we were gonna run the table after that. It was like drinking the Kool-Aid. After
6 and 7. You go 6 and 7.
After that, I don't see nobody. We got the Chippewas. We got Bethune. Huh?
We struggle with the Chippewas. We struggle with them.
Then we went 10-2.
No, we went 6 and 7.
We lost the first 2.
We went 6 and 7.
Ooh, we started.
Yeah, we lost. Remember, we lost to Florida. We lost to North Carolina. They beat us on the 4th and 17. Then we win our next 2.
That was my first time being on the field. That was my first time being on the field at North Carolina. Oh, you ever been to a game at North Carolina before? Huh?
I've been in the stadium.
Feel like they about to play golf or something. It don't feel like football about to break out. You know what I'm saying? And that's
what I'm saying. Like everybody just automatically putting North Carolina to beat. I'm like, that's North Carolina still to me. Like you supposed to beat North Carolina. I don't care nothing about what they doing.
In 2019.
Jaron Williams.
Man, we lost to Virginia Tech.
Yeah, remember he threw like 4 interceptions in the first quarter.
2 and 3.
He threw 4 interceptions in the first quarter. We put my guy in there, Cozy, and we come back, but we lose.
And then Cozy lost to Georgia Tech, right, in the close game, right, 28-21. And then we went out. What Florida State team did we beat? Who was that?
They had, I think, Blakeman. Blakeman was the quarterback. 19, that's when was Willie.
Blackman?
Yeah, that was Willie. Willie Taggart was still a coach.
Yeah, Willie.
I don't remember that game. That wasn't the back shoulder game, right? No.
Nah, the back shoulder game, that was Rick with
28, we beat Florida State 27-10. Oh, at Florida State. I don't remember that game. I was on the field.
You was there.
That was when Wiggins caught the ball, right?
Yeah.
I got a whole celebration on YouTube.
Yeah, Florida State is nobody to be proud about beating no more.
That was a Jeff Thomas game, right? When Jeff Thomas caught the long bomb, DJ Dallas was balling.
Yeah, like
I don't remember that game.
They
I was right there in the middle of it.
Since the last 2 years, man. But
I was right there.
It's the big games. It's the Clemson, the North Carolina, the Florida, the now Alabama. Like,
oh no, listen, bro. We had nobody on this schedule. We had nobody but Florida on this schedule, and we the bed, like you said. And then we topped it off with old Louisiana Tech 14.
Couldn't go.
14.
We lose to Duke. We lose to Louisiana Tech. I mean, to FIU. We lose to. Like, wow, how does that happen? And everybody saying, oh, he go 10-2. They give him. No, you don't give him no pass. You lost to your 2 biggest games of the year.
But dang, that was the year we lost FIU, Duke, and then Louisiana Tech.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just horrible, man. So it ain't down being hard on them. I mean, reality is reality. Coach Diaz, can you win the big game? And that's it. You got 2 of them. Like, this year, look at our schedule this year. You got Alabama. I mean, I don't know if you want to say Michigan State is a big game because they ain't been good in a minute. So,
well, what's not good compared to us? What do you mean by not good? What's not good?
I mean, okay, big game. You got games that the world's gonna watch us against Alabama. The world's gonna watch us against North Carolina.
So we got Alabama, then we get Appalachian State, we got Michigan State. But we started that thing all right, huh?
Yeah, like you gotta win. You gotta win a big game for your legacy.
Michigan State is where?
We play Michigan State down here. Cause last year we was supposed to go up there.
They coming here. Then we got who was CCSU? Coastal Carolina? No, who was
That's
this?
some school, I don't know, but that's like our warm-up game. And that's the fifth or fourth game of the season. Like how?
Central Connecticut. They gotta be somebody cousin or something must be the coach there. They threw him a jug.
Like, how we playing them the 4th or 5th game of the season? Like you telling me you gonna start off with Bama, Appalachian State, who's not a walkover.
Well,
then you go to Michigan, and then Michigan State come like.
It's right in between all the ACC games though. So yeah, so the ACC, everything else is ACC. Then we end at Florida State. I think we're a 17-point favorite over Florida State.
That's a slap in the face.
What you mean a slap in the face?
Supposed to be 50 points better than Florida State.
They're not gonna make the line now.
Team ain't got themselves nothing up there in tally, but
I think 17-12. I think a 12-17, something like that. They ain't gonna make the line that high in no rivalry game. Come on, man. We went up there and played with Florida last year.
yeah, I mean, but we wasn't bad though. We just couldn't turn the table. It's either one or the other. You either got an offense or you don't. When you have an offense in 19, like the offensive coordinator was horrible. You finally get your offensive coordinator, you got a sorry defensive coordinator. Like you gotta make up your mind, man. What you want to be?
Well, according to Kelvin Harris said Dan Enos wasn't that bad.
Lord.
He said Dan Enos wasn't that bad. He brought Alabama away to Miami, and our kids couldn't grasp what he was trying to get across. So I was like, where he at now? Then I saw he's in Maryland. He's the quarterback coach.
He's not the quarterback coach. He's the running back coach. He's not the quarterback coach. He's the running back coach.
Online, they say he's the quarterback coach up there online. Offensive coordinator and quarterback coach.
Nah, I think he coached with Loxley. He coached with Loxley at Alabama. So, I mean, of course
that's what it say.
Loxley was the man calling
the plays.
He's
the coordinator and the quarterback coach.
Loxley was the one calling them plays, man. That wasn't
So Kelvin Harris says that offense had a good year this year. But Kelvin Harris said that Enos brought that here, right? And he said that because our kids can't grasp what Enos was trying to, and I just asked him. I was like, listen, so if a kid can't grasp what a coach is teaching, whose fault is it? Whose fault is it?
It's the coach.
Right. It's the teacher. So
it's the coach.
Right.
I mean, that's just like when Al Gordon was the coach. Al Gordon brings in this different type of scheme, 3-4-ish. And it's not that it's a bad scheme. It ain't what you gonna run it. So you can't tell me you're gonna bring in a whole nother scheme from Alabama and come to Miami and think it's gonna work. It don't work like that.
I think what he was trying to say is which I've heard before, that I remember Clement. What was the running back name we had? Clement from Booker T.
Booker T. Clement. Yeah.
Clement. He said that, man, their offense was so simple at Booker T that when he got to UM, he had to learn offense. Williams said his offense was so simple at Illy that when he got to Miami, it was like looking at gibberish. I think how fast you learn has something to do with that. You know what I'm saying? How fast you can pick things up has something to do with that. But what he was trying to say is that, man, these kids running such simple offenses down here is that they get into school and they're not able to pick up. But my argument to that is that, listen, bro, we see kids in South Florida all across college football. And they dominate all across college football.
So it can't just be.
You trying to tell me we recruiting all the dumb kids?
Yeah, like
no. I've heard him say that before though, and that doesn't make sense. You're not recruiting. No, that's not it. You know what I'm saying? If you're a teacher and your kid's not getting what you're teaching, then you're a bad teacher. Especially on top of that, if it's not showing results. Okay, so my girlfriend is a teacher. If she teaching her kids to take the test and they fail in the test, she's gonna get fired. You know what I'm saying? It's not these kids dumb, no matter how dumb they are. You better figure out a way to get across what you're trying to get across to win games. So I didn't agree with that. But Kelvin, 3-time national championship, he started talking about Jimmy Johnson, and it was fun. I ain't gonna lie, it was a fun conversation when he started talking about Jimmy, Notre Dame, and all of this stuff. But he just has his own view on things. I'm gonna bring him back on there because he has his own view. A lot of the Cane fans agree with him. They felt we was done. You agree with him? Don said. Kelvin ain't said nothing I ain't already knew. That's what Don said.
I mean, I don't know, but 17 points. Like, come on, Kevin. Shots out to you and all, man.
Well, Vegas seemed to think the exact opposite.
Exact opposite. So, like.
But I'm gonna be honest. I hope Kelvin right. And then I'm gonna put that out there. I hope Kelvin is right. I want Miami to. I would love for Miami to beat Bama.
Man, like I say, I'm not even talking about the players, the team. It's the coaches. It's the coaches that worry me. You know what I'm saying? We know what the players can do, man. Even if they're fifth-year seniors, whatever, we know what they can do, man. We've been watching a lot of them since they was small. It's on the coaches, man. You got to put your players in the best position to make plays. You know what I'm saying? And if they fail while they did that, I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? The better man won. That's it. But you don't put your players in the best position to make plays. It's on the coaching. You know what I'm saying? You got to have them prepared.
Yeah.
Biggest game was like September 4th.
Uh-huh.
Biggest game of the year so far. You telling me?
You say September 4th?
September 4th, 3:30. They done put us at 3:30. So, man, you gotta have them prepared, man, on offense and defense. Last year, if the defense could say, man, we're gonna stop people from scoring 20 points a game, maybe we don't lose a game.
Right. But all right, man. Listen, man. Shout out to the member of the week, Pedro Velez, man. Member of the week, Pedro Velez. Y'all go to the community section, members. That's where all the information at. That's where we drop the new videos at. I see some of y'all don't go over there. Somebody tap somebody on the shoulder and say community section. Say community section. Somebody type community section in the comment section below. Listen, man. Y'all give us y'all point spread. What y'all think the point spread should be with Miami and Alabama? Vegas say 17. How y'all feel about that?
I think by the time the game starts, it'll go down. It's gonna go down to like 13.5, maybe 14. One thing Vegas gonna do, man. They start off 17, you jump on it now. You know what I'm saying? Once you start going down, 14, everybody gonna jump on it. Nah, it's a big game. It's a lot of money game.
How much they beat Ohio State by?
I don't even know they beat them.
It was ugly though, right? So, man, Pedro Velez, man, member of the week, man. Y'all stay locked in with us. Make sure you hit, like, share. We out.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what? I say, big time players step up in big games. All the criticize